Alrighty, so I am back with the Prince jean jacket, and this time I'm actually embellishing it with the crystals. As you can see, I've moved ahead and I've done quite a bit since we last talked. As a matter of fact, the last video that I did, I was actually showing you how to sew the back piping down. So that's all done now and taken care of. So like I said, I've moved on to putting the crystals on it. And as you can see, I've done quite a bit. So I'm working on the collar right now. I'm waiting for more crystals to come to really bling out the back of it. But right now I'm using the very small ones to do the collar. Of course, sometimes, like I said, I plan out how I'm going to put the crystals on here. But for this particular jacket, I've just been doing everything just free-handed, and just whatever comes to mind is what I'm doing. And so as you'll see, I am about to add some more of the crystals onto the collar, because my goal is to have this collar finished by tonight. So that way when my crystals come on Monday, I'll be able to start the back process. So let me show you how I put the crystals on. I don't know if you can see this, but I have several different types of crystals. I'll show you these. So I have them in boxes like this, then I have them in boxes like this. So I have quite a few, and all of these were specifically for this particular jacket. So we will get started with the blinging process. This is my favorite part, actually, because like I said, I don't have a method to my madness. And you can see here, this is funny, I put some of the crystals down on the table, like right here. And those are the ones that are in this pink container. The ones that are in the smaller containers, I can just leave them in there, but the ones that are out in my bigger container, I just lay them out on the table. So I just randomly pick where they're going to go. I don't have a particular place. I just try to fill in. You know how you say fit in where you can get in? Well, that's the same thing that I'm doing here. And so this is a hot styler, a stone styler tool that I'm using, and it gets hot, so you have to be really, really careful and make sure there's no kids around, because if they pull this and accidentally touch it, they can get burnt really badly. So I think I am going to have to throw some of these out on the table. That's how I did it the other night. It makes it easier, especially to just pick them up. And I do have little tweezers that help me along the process. I don't always use them, but sometimes they really come in handy. I don't know if you can see me picking up with the tweezers like here. So then I just pick up this one and place it down. And this is a process that does take a minute, so you cannot be in a rush. And normally when I'm in here, I have either my radio going, CDs, something is playing, or I'm in silence. And lately I've just been in silence because, you know, it just helps me to focus a little bit more on the task at hand. Now these little tiny ones, oh my goodness, they're so beautiful, but they are more than a notion to work with. But you just actually leave this on, and you don't even have to leave it on for a long time. You know, I just press down and there it is. What I'm looking forward to is when I get my new stones that are coming in. And so if you are a creative person, you like sparkles, this definitely is a fun project to work on. The beauty is, don't be in a rush to get it done. You know, take your time, so that way when you do have your finished product, it'll be something you're proud of. I'm never in a rush when I'm in my sewing room. There was a time when I was, couldn't wait to get it done so I could see it. But I had a girlfriend who was also a seamstress and a phenomenal seamstress. She would tell me, Kelly, slow down. Why are you always in a rush? And since then, I have definitely taken my time to get projects completed. And so, as you'll see, one collar end is I have more completed on one side than I do the other. And I don't know why I started that process, but it's okay. You know, because in the end, it'll all get done. You just move on down. And so my goal, like I said, I don't really pay attention to having a pattern for this particular. It's just random placement of medium, small, and extra small crystals. Now normally you change tips when you're doing this. I'm not changing my tips because I've been doing this long enough where I know how to work with the tiny ones as well. So, and it's just too much going back and forth to change these things. Like I said, I'm putting them all out on the table, and you should have seen me the other night cleaning up the table, making sure that I got all of the right crystals back into their right containers. And so I do try to keep them spread it apart from one another, so that makes the process a little bit easier, but sometimes they do spread out and cause me havoc. But like I said, I'm never in a rush, so I take my time and put them back however I need to put them back. So I hope you are understanding the process and enjoying watching me bling out my Prince jacket. I cannot wait because all of my purple life. I have been wanting to do this jacket, and to finally start the process brings me so much joy. Brings me so much joy because I know that when it's completed, it will definitely be a work of art. I've never done one that I was not pleased with. So, humor me. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I am going to stop it right here. I'm going to show you again what I've done. I did not put a lot on here but it's enough to show you what the process looks like and the tools that are used to do it. So you have the hot stone styler and your tweezers, and of course various sizes of the crystals, as you can see. And then this is what's happening. So I'll give you a little close-up of my Prince patch. Can you see the Prince patch? And I've trimmed it with the sequins around there, the crystals, and then the picture of Prince. And then here, and then as you'll see, I trimmed the top part of the pocket, and I have the shoulders to do next. And there's still a lot to do. There's still a lot to do on the front of the jacket before I get to the back. So anyways, I hope you have enjoyed watching me bling out my jacket. So come back, and I'll see you soon. The next part I'll be working on, I'll show you. I won't be working on it. I'll actually finish the collar, and I'll be able to show you that. And then I'll start working on the shoulder and the rest of the front of the jacket. Thanks again for watching. All of my purple life. I love Prince. All right, take care. Have a great weekend.